Alright guys, welcome back for another video. This is called This Is Just a Test, but it's going to be a video anyway. I'll change the title later. But for some reason, well, I was watching YouTube for a while, and then I got off and I played some of my basketball games, some of my golf game. I played a couple rounds of golf, Roy McIlroy PGA Tour 2015, and then I got back on YouTube and I couldn't sign in. So I went searching for answers and everything like that. Apparently, a lot of people are having the same issue I'm having, so I'm not too worried about it. Of course, if I need to watch a subscription or anything like that, I can either type it in and look for it, or I can just use my YouTube, the YouTube app on my phone, connect it to my Wi-Fi to see what I need to watch, and then I just type in search for it, whatever. But it's not a big deal. But we're gonna do some work on some more of the Magnum. I'm surprised this is actually working. There's many different answers coming in. People saying because the riots in New York and whatever. I said, dude, YouTube's in California. There's no riots in California. Well, we may never know what caused the problem, but they're working on it apparently. But I am working on downloading the new MLB 20 because I want to play it so bad because I just want to play it. So if you're up at 4 o'clock in the morning, guess what time it is? Yeah, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. If you're up at 4 o'clock in the morning, come join me for some car mechanic simulator. Watching some Power Nation earlier. We still have 2 more of these. Now, what was in this one? This was the supercharger, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to see what we got left in here. I deleted the headlights, which I needed. Shit. I do feel bad about that. It's weird. It seems like the fan's always gone on these things. Let's see if there's anything unconnected. It doesn't look like it. Looks like it's just taken out of the thing and over to the deal. Oh, sorry. I'm stuck. So we're going to take out the engine real quick. It's out. Okay. Took off the carb. Here's a 4-barrel. Take up the I want to go check something before we do this to see if we can fix it. Oh, we could save some parts. Cool. Cool. So we can save the supercharger. Good. In the block. That's a good thing, isn't it? I'd say it is because it makes it easier on me because then I don't have to worry about buying a supercharger. We have 1 rocker arm in this one. Bless me. 1 rocker arm. 1 valve rod too. Oh my. That's crazy. Let's see what we got over here. We have a few here. We have a bunch of valve rods over here. 4 valve rods. One, two, three, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 4 rocker arms and 9 valve rods. That's pretty weird. We have 4 pistons. Wow, that's cool. Come over here. Make that 5 valve rods. Make that 10 valve rods there. We have all of our pistons. Okay, cool. Now we gotta get there's clips on these things. Is there a clip? No, there's not. We need to make sure we get the supercharger water pump. The water pump's gotta come out. The ignition box has gotta come out. We drop down in here. Okay, so we get the timing cover off. See, the chain needs to come off here. The cam gear, which is the gear, pull the camshaft out. So we just got to get the foot out. Okay, now we got to cut this down here. Let's see what we got here. Where's our rods? Are they all? Take that off. I'm not really gonna worry about fixing the rod caps on that because there's only one that I got. So. They're naturally cheap. So the rock, they're naturally cheap, so it's not gonna be a big deal. Let's see what we can fix here. Go ahead and fix this. Let's go ahead and fix the crankshaft. Engine block has got to be fixed. Water pump got to be fixed. Can I fix the supercharged water pump pulley? No, I have to put that one first. We're not gonna put the clutch plate back on there, or the engine heads, or that. I guess everything else is not gonna be fixed. So. I will take, no, I can get a supercharged one for that one. Now let's go ahead and get out of here and see what we can, we gotta throw away a lot of stuff, okay. So we fixed the radiator, the supercharger, the water pump, the timing cover, the crankshaft, and the engine block. So that's actually really good. So now we're going to go ahead and see what we need here. So same setup there. Back here is, wait, see, back here, it looked like it was the same setup already. Yep. So I need 4, so let's see, I need 4, so I need a shock absorber B, 4 small bushings, 2 leaf springs, a leaf spring axle there, solid rear axles, you know, da 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 da. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we're going to raise this up a little bit. We're going to take them off real fast. Take the two. this. Let me take this front tire off. And back tire. Front tire should be 70. Back tire should be 75. So we need we need two 45, 70, 14s. Two 45, 17, 14s. Two 45, 17, 14s. Two 45, 17, 14s. Two 45, 17, 14s. Two 45. I hate that. Stop. 245, 70, 14s. It's $1,000 for those. Wait, hold on. 215, 75, 14s. Yeah. Those are the front. Those are the fronts. Yep. So the 75s are the fronts and the 70s are the backs. They're radiuses, but it's a thicker tire for each side. So okay, we need retro rim 1. So we got retro rim 1. So we'll just go here. Pick out our retro rim 1. Classic. Retro rim 1. 4 of those is 17. Okay, got that done. Now we can just take the rest of these off. Now we can take these over here. And we get that off their home. We need to... Nope, crap, I keep pushing the wrong button. Get rid of that one. 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 Okay. Now we can put the rest of these on there. Fix that. So YouTube is down on PlayStation. Well, not really down on PlayStation. You can still watch videos and stuff. It's just that it has having trouble signing people in. Which, I mean, I'm not really opposed to it being signed out. But once they fix it, it should be fine. But I doubt there's any problem with it, so we're going to go ahead and take it. Getting all this boring crap out the way. So I just bought MLB 20. Looking forward to playing it. It might take a couple hours, so I'm just going to let it do its thing. For when I hit the bed here. Take. I'll be at work till 3:30 tonight, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh, I like my little purple towel there. That's cool. We're done. Good. I'm so used to turn around. Okay, so we got brakes here, drums there, so I know what I need for that. So I need to go into here, go over. We need 2 of these, 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of these, 2 of these, 1 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those. Okay, now we need to get in here. Go back. Need a front wheel hub. 2 of those. 2 of these. I don't know if anybody. I think there's maybe one car that uses a front drive axle, a solid drive axle like that for the front, like the G here. The rest of them are just drive shafts and drive axles, rear drive axles. Okay, so now we go back. Get rid of that. Front steering knuckle C. Got 2 of those. Okay. Upper suspension and lower suspension arm. Okay. Yep. Upper suspension, bottom suspension. So we need to go up here. 2 of those. Upper suspension. 2 of those. 12 of these. 4 of these. 1 of those. 2 of those. 1 of these. We need to figure out front sway bar B is what it's going to be. I think it's just a. I think that this front sway bar is just going to be. I think the sway bars are just different thicknesses. B. B. La. Da. Which one's this one? The D. Okay. So it's a D. Okay, I would say we're pretty much done with this section here, so we can take everything apart now. as you can see, I've already finished doing most of the work with a lot of the parts that can be put together, like the wheels and the deal. We forgot one thing we have to go grab. Let me go down to the very bottom here. Need 2 of these and 2 of those. Okay. Now you get this off of here. That one. That's done. Once you start playing this game, I mean, it literally gets really easy, because then you pretty much get used to what parts go for what cars, and how, you know, how often you gotta use those parts. So it's like, I know most of these base cars use this system here, the drum brakes and the whatever, but that's cool. Take that out. Drive shaft, is there a steering rack in there? Oh boy. I don't know if I've ever met the criteria to max out the inventory. So, go here. We are going to go ahead and do the front first. Let's go ahead and get the front done first so we can get that out the way. We're going to sell all parts that are bad. Now we got that all done. Now, here, and start putting these parts together. I got that one. Let's see what else we need to do here. You put the sway bar B in here. Need to get the steering, support, the column, the cross member. Get those in there. Get that in there. So we're going to put the steering rack in there, just so we can get the tie rods together. Get this in here. And that should be it for pretty much the interior of that. Go ahead and put the knuckle cover on. The front wheel hub. Got to put the wheel hub bearing in there. Got to get the ventilated disc brake. Ventilated brake disc in there. Get the brakes on there. Get the caliper on there with the caliper cylinder. Boom. Put this big old thing on there. Wait, is that the right one? Hold on, let me take it off real quick. Okay, that's finished. That's 2 15s, right? And the 245s go in the back because they're thicker. This on there. deal there. Go ahead and roll this in there. Go ahead and roll this in there. Go ahead and roll. There it is. Go ahead and roll the inner tie rod there. The outer tie rod's coming up. Put the double wishbone. You know what I didn't grab? I didn't grab it out of the thing. I think it's still in there, isn't it? Where am I going? Aha! It shall still be there. I know I made it, but I just didn't think I grabbed it. Okay. I need to go here and put that on there now. So I didn't really honestly forget anything. I'm adding bigger tires to this. Oh, they're going to be 75, but they're still going to be... I might check something. Yep. Now we need to go ahead and get this cleared out. Rear wheel hub 4. What would be wheel hub 4, wouldn't it? Okay. Rear knuckle housing B. Okay. I don't like the fact that like some of this stuff will zoom in for you automatically. But we can fix that in a minute. Let me go here. I need to check something real quick. Did I get small pushing? I did. I didn't buy any. Okay, so I didn't buy any. Two of those. Now I think we're good. That leaf, that probably has to be the worst. Let's take this out here. fronts are going to be, the front exhaust pipes are going to be the ones with the shield on them. Go ahead and get rid of everything that's here. I'd say we're pretty good. Go ahead and get this in here. In there. Put the shock absorber B in there. Get the leaf plate in there. Get your bolts in there. Back out. Your solid drive axle. Oh, that's finished. Yeah. Got that in there. Here. See, I wish you could pick like what system you're working on, so that when you do work on a system, it only shows this system parts. Like you don't have to like this here. It shows every part that can be put on, and it makes it kind of hard trying to you have to go around and move around trying to get to each part that you're putting on. If you're doing like the suspension or the exhaust system, it's going to have to move around to get to certain parts because it shows every part. So it does take a bit to get everything on. So now back this up. Back this out. Back this out. Drum cover on. Put that in there. Okay, now that's done. Now we need to get a fuel tank. Need a fuel pump. Try to pull it actually in there. You can see that's neat. Get the whole fuel pump. Now that is done. We don't put the exhaust in until we get the engine in the system. People always ask, well, why don't you put the exhaust? Because you gotta do it right. Go ahead and put that engine back on there. Put the crankshaft in there. We need a piston with con rod. So when you go here, get the piston. 8. Back up here, get the piston. 8. Rod cap. crankshaft bearing caps. Need 3 of those. Yep. As you see. I put those in there. Back up. We need camshaft to be overhead, so now we can turn it back over. The head's in there. Let's see. We need V8 overhead. Let's see. Put that on there. Put that in there. So we need 1, 2, 4 sparkers. 4 spark plugs. We need 8 on each. Well, we need 8 for each. Well, let's go ahead and roll this in there. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 overhead exhaust manifolds. We need exhaust manifold V8 overhead, so you always have to go this way because the exhaust, what they're talking about is V8 overhead cam gear. Cam. Right there. We need timing chain. V8 overhead. Now we need a crankshaft pulley. That crankshaft. Need to put that in there. Need to go back in there and get a water pump supercharged. Now I gotta go up here, yeah. That right there. Get that big old supercharged in there. Okay, now we need a power steering pump and an alternator. Gotta go back out here because we gotta get this. Go do the alt first. I know which one I need. That one right there. We also need a power. An i4. V8. Get the serpentine belt V8 overhead. So we need a serp belt V8 overhead. Serp belts V8 overhead. Is that an A or B? B. One of those. Okay. Clips. 2 clip for B. Oops. Need ignition. Need one of these, one of those, one of those, and one of those. Need to put this in there. Put that in there. Put the distributor in there. I got the distributor, dumbass. Did I not? What did I not? What did I get then? Oh, whoops. My fault. I didn't get the rotor, I got the ignition coil. Whoops. Put that up in there. Clip this on now. I want to get it clipped on before it gets too. See it? I can't get it on there. Ah. Good lord. Now we can put the wire in there. I need the V8 wires. Good lord. always forget that it's always the K for the truck. I got one of those. Okay, I need to go get valve. Put that on there. Okay. There it goes. Now we need to go up top here. Let's see what we need. We need a carburetor, 4 barrels. So, I'm going to go get carbs. Let's see if we can get these carbs carbed. 2 of these. Okay. You get 2 scoop air filters. Oh. You get air scoop. finished with it. And go here. Gearbox, get the rubber bushing. Release bearing when you get that. Come out here. We got the... Good to go. Heck, the engine is finished, isn't it? It's done. No, no, it's not. Hold on. The rad fan's what I need. Now we're done. Now the engine is finished. I think I'm gonna quit here, guys. I'm tired. I am tired. It's like 5 in the morning almost, and I need to get some sleep before I gotta be at work today. I gotta be at work at 3:30 this afternoon because I gotta close the shop today. Apparently we had a little bit of problems within our ranks today, so apparently they're needing me more than ever. So I shall hit off, guys, with you guys later. Peace out.